Hey there, coin collectors and history buffs. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into the United States 1-cent coin from 1984. Now, you might be thinking, a penny from 1984? Isn't that just a regular old coin? Well, hold on to your seats because this particular penny might just be worth a lot more than you think. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at how much this seemingly simple coin could fetch on the market. Let's first take a moment to appreciate the 1984 penny's place in history. The year 1984 marked an important time in the United States. The Cold War was still ongoing, and President Ronald Reagan was in the middle of his first term in office. It was also a year of significant cultural shifts. Think of the rise of personal computers and the excitement surrounding the Los Angeles Olympics. But while the world was changing, the US Mint was still busy producing coins for daily transactions, and that included the humble 1-cent piece. The 1984 1-cent coin, or Lincoln cent, has a design that you're probably already familiar with. On the front side, you'll see a classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. His likeness, created by artist Victor David Brenner, has been featured on the penny since 1909. Lincoln is shown facing right, with his iconic beard and thoughtful expression, flanked by the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" on either side. Below Lincoln's profile, you'll find the year 1984, marking the coin's minting. On the reverse side, we have the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial, which has adorned the back of the penny since 1959. This design, symbolizing the reverence for Lincoln and his leadership, is one of the most iconic American symbols. Above the memorial, the inscription E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, can be seen, representing the unity of the United States. Below the memorial, the coin reads United States of America and 1 cent. At first glance, the 1984 penny might seem like just another regular coin. However, there's something special about this particular year's penny that makes it worth a closer look. While these coins were minted in large numbers and spent frequently in circulation, there are rare versions of the 1984 penny that have caught the attention of collectors and numismatists. The value of a 1984 penny depends largely on its condition. Most of these pennies, like any other coins that have been used regularly, show signs of wear and tear, such as scratches, discoloration, and other imperfections. A coin in such a condition will typically only be worth its face value, 1 cent. However, when a penny from 1984 is found in pristine, uncirculated condition, it becomes much more desirable to collectors. Coins that have been carefully stored and preserved in mint condition hold significantly higher value, as they are rare compared to the millions of pennies that were spent in daily transactions. If you happen to find a 1984 penny that looks like it was just minted yesterday, shiny, with no wear or tarnishing, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. But there's more to the 1984 penny's value than just condition. The real treasure comes when you find a penny with a minting error. During the minting process, some coins were struck with defects, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or even missing elements. These errors are rare and make the coin even more valuable to collectors who are always on the lookout for unique pieces. One of the most sought-after errors from the 1984 penny series is the double die obverse error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once, causing the image of President Lincoln to appear doubled or blurred. This mistake, although not extremely common, is highly prized in the coin collecting world. If you find a 1984 penny with this error in mint condition, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Another type of error coin to watch for is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned, leaving part of the coin blank or with only partial details. These errors, while subtle, are incredibly rare and can add substantial value to your penny. Now, let's talk about the real value of a 1984 penny. If you happen to own one that is in perfect, uncirculated condition or features a rare minting error like the double die or off-center strike, you're looking at a coin worth much more than just 1 cent. In fact, depending on the coin's condition and rarity, it could fetch an impressive $38,000. Yes, you read that right, $38,000 for a single 1984 penny. That's a lot of money for a coin that most people would simply overlook. So, if you've got a collection of coins lying around, or if you come across a 1984 penny in your change, take a moment to inspect it. It might just be worth far more than its face value. To wrap things up, the 1984 1-cent coin is a prime example of how something as simple as a penny can hold incredible value if it's in the right condition or has a unique error. Whether it's the minting year, a rare error, or simply pristine preservation, these factors can transform a small, everyday coin into a valuable collector's item. A Rare Coins Hub Top 2. Today, we have something truly special to talk about, a coin that may seem like just another ordinary quarter, but in fact, it could be worth a small fortune. I'm talking about the 1967 United States quarter dollar. This coin, with its rich history and unique characteristics, could be the hidden treasure you didn't even know you had. In this video, we're going to explore what makes this particular quarter so valuable and how much it could be worth if you're lucky enough to have one in pristine condition. Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at what this 1967 quarter could bring in today's market. To start, let's take a look at the 1967 quarter in its historical context. 1967 was a significant year in American history. The country was in the midst of social change, with the civil rights movement gaining momentum and the Vietnam War deeply impacting the national consciousness. The economy was fluctuating, and the world was rapidly evolving. It was also a time of transition for the U.S. Mint, as changes to currency production were underway. The 1967 quarter, like many coins from this era, carries the weight of history, making it not only a valuable collectible but also a fascinating artifact of a bygone time. Now, let's talk about the design. The 1967 quarter, like other quarters produced from 1932 until the present, features the iconic image of George Washington on the obverse side. This design, created by artist John Flanagan, has become one of the most recognizable symbols in American coinage. Washington, America's first president, stands as a symbol of strength, leadership, and unity. The reverse side of the coin features a majestic eagle, which has been a staple of U.S. currency since the 18th century, representing freedom, power, and the nation's aspirations. But while the design of the 1967 quarter is familiar, what makes it so interesting for collectors today is its condition and the potential rarity it might possess. Like any coin, the value of the 1967 quarter depends largely on its preservation. Coins that were widely circulated, like the 1967 quarter, tend to suffer from the wear and tear of daily use. Most of these quarters have been scratched, dinged, or worn down over the years, which can significantly reduce their value. However, if you happen to find one of these coins in uncirculated, pristine condition, it could be worth much more than you think. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition are highly sought after by collectors. The reason? A coin that has never been circulated and remains untouched by the rough handling of everyday transactions is extremely rare. While many of the 1967 quarters were spent and used in commerce, a well-preserved example is considered a treasure by numismatists. In fact, even a coin that shows minimal wear, with clear details and no major scratches, could fetch a much higher price than the face value of 25 cents, but that's not all. There are also certain features that can make a 1967 quarter even more valuable. Minting errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting, and they can turn an ordinary coin into a priceless gem. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process, leading to a coin that is slightly different from the rest. These errors can vary widely, from coins that are struck off-center to those with double strikes, misprints, or incorrect edge designs. Even minor errors, like a slightly misaligned date or a distorted image, can make a coin incredibly valuable. For example, imagine you have a 1967 quarter that was struck off-center, causing part of the design to be missing. This type of error is highly desirable among collectors because it makes the coin unique. While it's difficult to predict the exact value of a coin with a minting error, it's safe to say that the rarer the error, the higher the potential value. So, you might be wondering just how much a 1967 quarter can actually be worth. If you have an uncirculated 1967 quarter, or one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. While the face value of the coin is just 25 cents, its actual worth could be far more substantial. If your 1967 quarter is in exceptional condition, you might find that it's worth thousands of dollars on the market, but there's one particular 1967 quarter that has recently made headlines for its astonishing value. If your coin happens to be a rare error coin, or if it's in mint condition with no visible flaws, it could be worth a jaw-dropping $70,000. That's right, $70,000. A single 1967 quarter could be worth this incredible sum, making it one of the most valuable quarters in circulation today. So, how do you know if your 1967 quarter is worth that kind of money? Start by examining its condition. Is it in pristine, uncirculated condition? Does it have any noticeable scratches or wear? Next, check for any signs of a minting error. A coin that has an unusual feature, like a double strike or an off-center image, could be worth much more than you think. If you find that your 1967 quarter might be a rare error coin or is in excellent condition, it's a good idea to have it professionally appraised. A certified coin dealer or numismatist will be able to assess the coin's value based on its condition, rarity, and any potential errors. They can provide you with an accurate valuation and help you determine the best way to sell or preserve your coin. In conclusion, the 1967 United States quarter dollar is much more than just a quarter. It's a piece of history, a potential treasure, and a rare find that could be worth far more than its face value. Whether you have an uncirculated coin in perfect condition or a rare minting error, this quarter could bring you a significant return if you know where to look. So, next time you come across a 1967 quarter, take a moment to really examine it. You could be holding on to something worth an incredible $70,000. Imagine turning a simple coin into that kind of money. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and collectibles, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!